Hello mga kabibig! Welcome back sa ating bagong YouTube channel. Ito ang pinakamaingay na YouTuber sa balat ng YouTube. Ako si Kabibig, maglebak-lebak ka daw with evidence. Naku po, katapusan na. VP Sara Security Officer, ipa-court martial ng AFP. Ano ba naman to? Puro na lang Duterte. Naku, ano ba mga balitang ito? Galing ito sa Manila Times. So, babasahin at i-share ko kabibig ha. Baka sabihin nyo, kabibig, fake news ka. Hindi, nabasa ko lang ito sa Manila Times. Ito kabibig ha. Share ko yan. O, yan o. Yan ha. Kita nyo yan ha. The Manila Times. O, kita nyo naman, di ba? Okay, Presidente. VP Security Men face court martial by Red Mendoza. April 6 pa yan ha, ngayong araw na to, 2025. So, basahin natin ang laman. Ito ang laman. The former commander and deputy commander of the dissolved Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group, VPSPG, could possibly face court-martial proceedings over their alleged involvement in disbursing confidential funds from the Office of the Vice President and Department of Education. Posibleng maharap sila sa court-martial kung mapatunayan na involved sila sa pag-disperse sa confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education. A document obtained by the Manila Times from sources inside the Office of the Provost Marshal General PMG noted that the office is now creating a fact-finding committee to investigate the involvement of former VPSPG Commander Colonel Raymond Dante Lachica and his Deputy Commander Colonel Dennis Nolasco over the disbursement. So, gumagawa na sila ng fact-finding committee para matingnan kung meron bang involvement si Commander Colonel Raymond Dante Lacheca at si Colonel Dennis Nolasco sa mga na-disburse na pera. Ranking military officials confirmed the authenticity of the document. So meron daw silang nakuha mga dokumento at dalawang ranking military official nag-confirm na, totoo yan. Totoong disbursement yan. Sila yan. Di ba? The PMG is tasked to conduct investigation to establish whether there is probable cause for them to be subjected to a general court-martial which would try the respondents based on the information and evidence held by the PMG, which would act as the prosecutors. The current Provost Marshal General is Brigadier General Ferdinand Marcelino of Philippine Marines. Ito pa. The undated document, undated, it means walang petsa, also said that due to impact of the issue, the PMG found it appropriate and proper to propose the creation of a fact-finding committee to investigate the subject officers. The source also said that under instruction, so may bigay na instruction coming from AFP Chief of Staff Romeo Bronner Jr., both Lachica and Nolasco are on floating status due to the investigation. So, nangyari, dahil may fact-finding committee na, may mga nakikita mga dokumento at sabi ng dalawang high-ranking officials na totoo at chinek ang authenticity. So, ang nangyari ngayon ay nagbigay na ng instruction si AFP Chief of Staff Romeo Bronner Jr. na itong dalawa sila Lachica at Nolasco ay floating status na because they're under investigation. It was during the hearing of the House Committee on Good Government on November 25, 2024, that Lachica and Nolasco were mentioned in relation to the confidential funds in both agencies then headed by Vice President Sara Duterte. Yan mga kabibig. Diba? So, yan ang latest trending news sa dalawang security personnel ni VP Sara ang posibleng haharap sa court-martial mga kabibig. So, ano naman ang mga komento ng ating mga netizen dito? Puro na lang Duterte para gipitin si VP Sara, inuna ang mga security niya para kung mag-impeachment case sa Senado, galing kay galing kay Vivalo. Para mag-impeach sa Senado, meron na silang ebidensya. Nako, gipitan na naman to. Magkano kaya ang bayad? O kaya talaga, no? Puro pera-pera lang iniisip nyo. Di ba? Nagkaroon nga ng fact-finding committee. May committee na para tingnan kung may involvement ba sila Chika at Nolasco. Pero sabi dito na may dalawang ranking military officials na nag-confirm na authentic ang mga document na napresenta at nakuha sa mga fact-finding committee. Naku, ano kaya ang mangyayari ka, Bibi? 'Di ba? Parang biglang lumiit na yata ang mundo na VP Sara, mga kabibig. Nako. Ano ang inyong komento tungkol dito, mga kabibig? Nahihirapan na ba si VP Sara? Kasi si VP Sara uuwi na sa Pilipinas, mga kabibig. Yes po. Uuwi na po si VP Sara kasi tapos na ang kanyang trabaho doon sa The Hague. Kasi meron ng legal counsel si Pangulong Duterte and the same time, ang legal counsel na ang palaging kinakausap ni Pangulong Duterte kung ano ang updates, kung ano ang posibleng gagawin nila para makalaya agad-agad si Pangulong Duterte. At si Pangulong Duterte ay excited na siyang umuwi. Gusto na niyang umuwi, mga kabibig. Diba? Gusto niyang makita ang kanyang pamilya. Ito ha. Meron akong video dito, kabibig, na former, ano ba ito? Nakabibig ha, panoorin natin dito ha. Talagang ang maraming nakakawindang na mga news ngayon. Ito si former Supreme Court Associate Justice na si ito.
The habeas corpus case is now filed.
That's exactly what I was going to ask about, which is perfect because we have a justice of the Supreme Court.
It's pending in the Supreme Court. There's a habeas corpus filed by the children of President Duterte. Yes. There's an argument that it's already moot because he is already there in The Hague. Therefore, what's the point for a writ of habeas corpus? And there's also an argument saying that number two, writ of habeas corpus only applies if a person is illegally taken away, and you have to show to the court why he was taken away and show his body to the court. Now, in this case, they're saying, but he was surrendered validly, pursuant to an agreement with an Interpol, and then again, he's now in the ICC. So, what is your view on that, as far as the habeas corpus cases are concerned?
Okay. First of all, it's not muted, this habeas corpus case, simply because we can no longer return the former president because he's already in the hands of the ICC. So habeas corpus will not lie because it's supposed to be to return the body.
Yes.
But there's also another dimension of habeas corpus, which is the legality of the surrender. And that's not muted. The court can rule on that. On the legality, my opinion is that Section 17 of Republic Act 9851, which provides that in case someone already being investigated by international tribunal, the Philippines may surrender such person. But the last sentence says, pursuant to treaty obligations.
Yes.
Yes.
But in this case, since we withdrew, are you saying that the basis could still be the Rome Statute? What is the analysis
here? That's it. So, is there still a treaty or not? If there is no treaty, then you cannot surrender.
Correct.
Because the surrender under Section 17 must be pursuant to treaty obligations. Now, if there is still a treaty, then you have to follow the treaty, which it says Article 59, bring first to the local court. So may violation talaga.
The habeas corpus case is now filed.
That's exactly what I was going to ask about, which is perfect because we have a justice of the Supreme Court.
It's pending in the Supreme Court. There's a habeas corpus filed by the children of President Duterte.
Yes.
So yun, kabibig. So, yun ang kanilang sentimiento ni former Supreme Court Justice Associate Adolfo Ascunia. Samantala, si VP Sara, excited nang uuwi. Oo. Yes, sabi ni VP Sara, yes, everything organized with the lawyers. And there's already a system for the family with regard to the visiting here in the detention unit. So yes, the last document that was needed for me, I delivered it this morning to the person inside who worked also for it or asking for it. So yes, my task is done, well organized. Yes, I'm so excited to go home. I'll just book the travel arrangement. So uuwi na si VP Sara. Itong pag-uwi ni VP Sara, ito na ba ang simula ng panibagong dagok sa kanya? Lalo na itong impeachment case niya, mga kabibig. Simula na ba na kailangan niyang harapin ang impeachment case? And VP Sara, wala naman siya sinabi na takot siya sa impeachment case. In fairness naman, ang mga lawyers niya ay handang-handa ng para sa impeachment case. Ito lang mga, ano ba, yung mga katsura ek-ek na mga tao na sasabing, VP Sara, vice presidente ka ng Pilipinas, bakit nandyan ka sa Netherlands? Bakit inasikaso mo yung ama mo? Excuse me, ama niya yan. Diba? Uuwi naman siya eh. Ngayon, uuwi pa si VP Sara. Diba? Maraming mga ek-ek charburuklok yung mga tao na sa gobyerno. Hindi sila maging relevant kung hindi pag-uusapan si VP Sara. O try pansinin niyo Hindi nila pag-uusapan si VP Sara, kakagatin ba yung mga mensahe nila, yung mga statement nila? Hindi. Pag si VP Sara ang kanilang maging main topic, pag baba sila kay VP Sara, naku, maging relevant sila. Agad-agad pinag-usapan sila. Di ba? Yun mga kabibig, ang ating munang latest lebak-lebak for today. So, uuwi na si VP Sara. Maraming excited, lalo na yung mga taong nag-iisip ng kanyang kapahamakan, mga taong nag-iisip na pag-uwi ni VP Sara ay ang kanyang impeachment case, makakasuhan na siya, makukulong na ba siya, mga kabibig. Hay, nako mga kabibig. Yun lang po ang ating latest lebak-lebak for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video para sa mga latest trending news na ating pag-usapan. Basta we're just praying na sana everything went well sa pamilyang Duterte, kay Pangulong Duterte na nasa ICC detention. So sana yung petition nila for interim release ay mabigyan ng justice and the same time maaproba ng mga ICC judges. Lalo na ngayon na talagang pinapakita naman ng mga supporters ni Pangulong Duterte. Well, sabi naman nila na hindi daw tawag dito, importante yung mga supporters kasi wala daw bearing yan sa ICC judges. Pero we don't know mga kabibig. Nothing is impossible sa power ni God. Yun talaga ang palagi nating isipin mga kabibig. Yan lang po mga kabibig. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye everyone. See you next time.